is an invitation to my happy place. This is an invitation for you to join me in my happy place. This is where I run, I learn, I grow, I relax, and I focus on all aspects of my life. Who of you is a runner? Ah, we see some runners. Who of you would like to start to run? Okay, I think we're in good company here. Let's do it together today. There is no magic. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. It's putting on those shoes, and it's one step in front of the other. One step at a time. Come with me. We put the running shoes on, and we get going. We start slow with a 5-kilometer run, which is approximately 7,000 steps. Are you ready? In all walks of life, you want to make sure you know where your limitations are. You know your limitations. But before you start to think about exercising or running, you need to be healthy. Throughout my life, I've been an active person, growing up in Switzerland, hiking with my family, swimming and skiing. Fast forward, I moved to New York City. There, I gave up my skiing for running, as skiing is impossible there. A new life has started. But the running has taught me a lot over the years. It's about commitment, determination, showing up, but also having fun. I'm sharing my secret with you. Actually, it's not that much of a secret. It's steps. And why steps, you might wonder? As a runner, steps are really important. It's one step at a time, one day at a time. One step at a time, one day at a time. You might be faced with a huge project or even a problem. You don't know where to start. Where do you start? But if you chunk it down, if you break it down into smaller chunks, smaller steps, all of a sudden it's manageable, it's possible. It goes from impossible to possible. It's one step at a time, one day at a time. But it's also one step forward in the right direction with the right positive attitude and the right formula. We'll use this formula as it's always good to have a plan. Each step and each kilometer is equally important as the smaller steps get you closer to your bigger goal. Are you ready? We're at kilometer 1. This is the start. Anything in life, the start is the hardest. But if we set realistic goals, goals that are a little more difficult, a little harder, but not too hard, that's what we want. One step at a time, one day at a time. And running has taught me a lot. It's about setting those realistic goals, but also following through and never giving up. Running has helped me through difficult times in my life. I lost my job. Running has helped me to keep focus and keep healthy. I started my own business. Running has helped me to keep going and never giving up as a solo entrepreneur. It's not always easy. And how did the racing start? Did I like it? Not so much at the beginning. I started out a race in December. It was cold, it was windy, it was rainy. Not my preferred weather. I was fine up till mile 3. There I saw there was this little hill. It felt like Mount Everest. And I was ready to give up. My inner voice said, "This is not for you. Why don't you stop? Why don't you go home? relax. This is much better than running in the rain. I looked over my shoulder and I saw a person in the race. This person was in a wheelchair. When I saw that picture, I said to myself, no, no, no. If this person in the wheelchair can do it, I can do it too. I was determined. I finished my race. This was the start of my running career. Whenever I want to give up, I get that picture in my mind. Now is not the time to give up. We're here together. You are my team for today, and we train together. At kilometer 2, you're my team. We train together today, right? When I moved to New York, I wanted to find new friends, a new team, but also enhance my English. I give you one tip. If you ever move to a different location, join a running group. Don't join a language class. Because if you go to a language class, don't get me wrong, you might meet the nicest people, but they're at the same level or even beginners. When you join a running class, you're active. It might be a little harder, but you get to know the local people, the local language. And did I say you learn words that you don't find in any textbook? That's a true story. And all those friends that I met in New York City have become my lifelong friends. They're my supporters, they're my mentors, they're my network, and they're also my accountability partners. The accountability partners are there when I want to stay home and watch TV or check my social media. The accountability team is there, they show up, I'm there, I want to be there with them. So it's a win-win situation. Get a great team, train together, celebrate together. Are you with me? We're at kilometer 3, where your endurance gets tested. You might tense up with your muscles. You might get tired or you're bored. Something hurts. It doesn't feel comfortable. Now is to show your stamina, your strength, and the mental toughness. You can show the world what you can do, and we all know we can do much more. You can conquer your negative thoughts with positive affirmations. I can do this. I want to do this. I want to do this today. We want to do this together. Now is not the time to give up. And we all know we can do much more. Actually, it's a fact. The smaller steps get you closer to your bigger goal. All right, it seems like you're pushing me, but it's about pacing. Pacing is the most important. Are you comfortable? Do you have a good pace, a good rhythm that you can hold much longer? If you're tensing up, it's much harder to run. You need to find a good pace that you can keep for much longer. When I climbed Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa, it was cold, it was long and high altitude. The local guide said, it's about pole, pole. And in their language, it means go slow in order to get to the top or get the job done. So now it's about pole, pole, pace yourself and be nice to yourself. We're almost there. Here we see the finish line. This is the finish line. Congratulations, we've completed the 5-kilometer run together today. You're winners. I'm very proud of you. Let's celebrate. But before we celebrate, let's talk about success. As success doesn't always come so easy. Success might have failures and setback. I fell on my chin. I ended up in the emergency room. And I spare you with this image. Doesn't look pretty. You don't want to go there. It was tough. It took me a long time to recuperate. It also hurt a lot. But I learned a lot about myself and also that I really liked running. And what are the learnings of all my 26 marathon races that I have done so far? Each race, each marathon is the same distance, but each race is different. It's a different story, different emotions, many more TED Talks. But I like a good challenge, and it's about never giving up. I challenge myself to complete the Ironman. The Ironman triathlon is swim, bike, run. This was totally out of my comfort zone. I conquered my fears, and I did it. Look, this is my medal. I finished. This is mine. Nobody can take this away from me. Once an Ironman, you're always an Ironman. And if you've done it, it's not bragging. Some people have asked me, did you win the race? No. But it doesn't matter if you're the slowest person. Remember, we all start at the same start line and we finish at the same finish line. Some people are just a bit faster than others, but it's about showing up, showing the world what you can do. With a good team and good training, you can do that. If I can do it, you can do it. And Phil Knight, the founder of Nike, says, and I agree with him, I believed in running. I believed that if people got out and ran a few miles every day, the world would be a better place. And what I want you to take away today, it's about looking forward, not backwards. If you look down on your shoes, when you get tired, it's actually harder to run with your face looking down. And you all know, we put the running shoes on at the beginning of this talk. Now is the time to look up, to look forward, and focus. Congratulations again, you completed the 5-kilometer run. And the African proverb says it, if you want to walk fast, walk alone. If you want to walk far, walk together. Let's all walk together. Thank you.